Hey everybody, Dario Verbanik here with your July 2023 Niagara Region Real Estate Market Update. Let's get into it. So as usual, we're going to talk about the Niagara Region as a whole. We'll look at individual markets and what's going on. There's some fluctuation between different cities at this time. What I'm hearing from other agents, this is always very valuable in terms of getting sort of your feet on the ground and understanding what's happening before the news and the media get to it. And then we'll quickly talk about the latest Bank of Canada interest rate hike. So as a summary, Niagara market's holding pretty steady. There's no significant variations from the previous month, even though there's been an interest rate hike. We're kind of back to where things were just about a year ago in terms of pricing, in terms of sales activity, listings going on the market. It's almost as if the last year hasn't happened and we rewound to July 2022. Individual markets will stay toward the right of the red line. As always, you can pause if you'd like to see an individual market more closely. We'll kind of zip through these. St. Catharines is a bit of a price increase since last month. So is Thorold. Welland, just about the same. Port Colborne took a bit of a dip. What you'll start to notice is some of the more desirable cities like Thorold and St. Catharines tend to see a bit of an increase, where the Port Colbornes of the world, Niagara Falls, see a bit of a dip. Similarly with Niagara on the Lake here, prices have gone up, which always goes back to buying great areas, especially if it's an investment, and it'll work out long term. So what I'm hearing from other realtors, basically it's, balance is back. Things are happening where sellers and buyers both have a fair shot at getting a fair deal. It's not swayed one way or the other, and it's not completely outrageously swayed one way or the other like it was about a year and a half ago. It is a fairly busy time right now, even though it's a summer market, which is a bit unusual. It hasn't really led to that much activity in terms of sales, but it's in terms of showings, in terms of offers going back and forth. There is a fair bit of activity for a summer market, which says there's a lot of increased interest in buying and selling right now. But also, I think people are anticipating a few more hikes from the Bank of Canada, which we're going to talk about in a minute. And they're trying to get in now while they have a rate hold perhaps with their bank, or they have something that they know they can afford, and another 0.5, maybe it's too far out of the range. Sellers are more realistic these days. A lot of agents are saying this, where when they're having listing presentations, when I'm having listing presentations and we bring up a fair price for the home in terms of the listing price, sellers are more agreeable. They understand this is not 6 months ago or a year ago. They've come to terms with it and they're being more realistic, which, is a good thing. You want that in a real estate scenario where everyone's sort of on the same page and things are going for market value and not based on speculation. The latest hike, another 0.25%. The forecasts, again, take it with a grain of salt, but 2 more hikes are forecast before the end of this year. And a lot of the smart people that I'm listening to are saying that they don't anticipate any sort of decrease until at least mid-2024. So what this means for you, if you wait 6 to 12 months to buy, you're trying to see what's going to happen maybe in the spring, or try and see how the latest rates impact people and where the market's going to go. It's just not a good idea if you're looking to get into it or if you're looking to move, simply because it's going to be more expensive in the next 6 months. So if you're thinking of moving, now is kind of a good time to do it. It's not the best time. It would be a better time maybe historically, a few years ago, but we are where we are. You got to plan for the reality of the situation, and now is better than 6 months from now from every analyst that you can probably read or talk to these days. As always, here's a way to reach out to me. I'd love to have a chat about real estate. If you have any questions, please reach out. Until next month, thanks for watching.